The Carriage scene was diabolical. Stay tuned.
I feel like I'm losing my mind.
All right, welcome to another episode of Claire here. We are reviewing Bridgerton. We are going to start off with episodes 1 through 4, part 1, and then I will give my overall review. So let's go into the first things first. Penelope, stand up. Okay. Something about, I don't know how to describe it, but something about like the overall, like I'll get to my full review later, but the common theme is Penelope, stand up. I know he's fine, but I don't know if he's the right person for you. Okay. So first things first, as soon as I saw Canthony, my heart just started, whoa. So episode 1, I saw Canthony together. I'm still there. Colin got chandalized. His name was pinned at the beginning. So fun fact, if you look at when they do the opening theme music, it says Colin Bridgerton, like it's basically showing it's his season. Like I thought that was a nice little touch. Looking for the Diana of the season. Also my heart as well. So one of like, you know how they go in front of the Queen's looking amazing as usual. You know how they go in front of the Queen and like they bow and see if they're going to be the Diana of the season. So there was someone who had sign language, basically hearing impaired. Like that touched my heart because I always thought about, you know, back in the Regency era, like what did they do with people who weren't perfect, you know? So there's also a character later on that is in a wheelchair, and I was like, we love to see it. Francesca, I think they switched to actresses because she does look different. So Francesca is the latest Bridgerton to be basically put on display. The Queen's not impressed. I also put down here that I didn't think about this, but how could you be an introvert in the Regency era? Because I feel like, I want to say Francesca's an introvert, but it's just like, she's not a small talk person. Okay, you'll see later on, but like she's not a small talk person. So that was one thing that I did like that they have, that she's different. Eloise and Penn just need to forgive each other because they're friend goals. Like I know, you know, last time on Bridgerton that, you know, she found out she was Lady Whistledown. So I get it, but I'm also kind of like, just forgive each other, man. I don't know. Colin is the player now. He has a player vibe, child. I don't know. Makeover is mindset. So Penn gets a new outfit. You know, she goes to Lady Delacroix for a new outfit, emerald, which like I said, she said, so basically Penn was like, I never want to see a citrus color again. I was just like, us either. Like as the fashionista in me, you don't put reds in citrus colors, okay? So the song that I picked up was A, B, C, D, E, F, U, and your mom, and your sister, and your copyright. Okay. So basically that was violinized. Basically that's the song. Cause I always listen for that. I always listen for what theme song or like what like pop song they put into the violins and then like whatever. I always listen to it. So they did that. Fashion, Simone Ashley is breathtaking. The costume designer deserves a raise. Like the intricacies, the details, like please, like anyways, so in walks, Colin's over here loving the attention that he's getting now. He's been chandalized. And Lord Debney, which that's how you know I need to hear better. His name is Lord Debling. I put Lord Debney and it wasn't correct. First of all, she naturally talks to him and she's comfortable around him. I literally put in my notes, so y'all need to wrap this series up because she clearly this is the man for her. So basically, Penelope over here is Colin saying that, you know, he would never suit her, blah blah. And so, you know, she goes in on a whistle down rage like she usually do with the help of Julie Andrews, of course. And she goes there and she's just like, oh my God, Colin's a player. Is that who he really is? Who is he? Da-da-da. And so basically Colin's just like, if I ever find Miss Whistledown, it's on sight. I know that's not what he said, but that pretty much wraps up the first episode. You know, there's like, this is basically an overall summary, nothing big, but then for sure seeing Canthony again was just, seeing Canthony again, like I'm still there. Also, I have on here, Benedict's still fine. So I don't know what's going to happen when his storyline comes in because I was like, dang, like Benedict's already fine. Like I don't see how he get finer. Like how are they going to chandelize Benedict? Like that's the real question. Like I have this note on here, literally said, how are they going to chandelize? And then I guess Eloise is friends with that Carissa girl or whatever. And that's going to unfold as I go into the other episodes. But All right, let's go into episode 2. So episode 2 is basically, they're focusing more on Lord Kent, basically the son of the black couple from the first season. The reason why I'm saying, because they're friends of the Duke, but since the Duke's not here, I forgot their names. I want to say his name is... either way, I put down here, his son is dressed like Jonathan Majors. The kids are just, anyway, so the black couple basically finds out that the wife finds out that her great aunt that she hates has bequeathed her son, Lord Kent, with all the money or whatever, blah, blah. And so they're trying to adjust to like how to basically used to having money now. They're not used to it. So I have on here charm school. So basically, Colin, since he said, I missed you. And I'm just like, shut up. But Colin's basically saying, I'm going to enlist you in my charm school. I'm going to help you out and help you basically like how to talk to men. So Penelope, first days first, he just wants to observe her skills. And she's just like, lovely weather we're having. Lovely weather. Sorry, y'all. I can put the volumes down now. It was like, lovely weather we're having, aren't we? Like, it was cute because it's just like, that's like Penelope 101. Like, she takes everything so literal. The Florentine financial state, they need to bear a male heir, which she forged this letter, or the money's gonna go back. Which, like I said, the Florentines, I'm not gonna lie to you, but like she a survivor. I don't know. I'm kind of feeling the mom a little bit. Like, she'll do what it takes to get the money. So this is part 2 of Charm School, where basically he invites her to the house, but I'm just like, Eloise don't mess with her. But anyway, so he invites Penn to the house, and then he's just like, he's like, oh, so what would you do if we were at the lemonade stand? What'd you say? And she's like, your eyes, they're a remarkable shade of blue, and they twinkle, especially when you're kind. And of course, he's drinking that. He's like, oh my God. And, anyway, so apparently Eloise comes home early, and then he goes into the room, and then she goes into the drawing room or whatever, and sees that he has a journal, and then he's like, oh my God, he cuts his hand, and she helps him, blah, blah, he's bleeding, blah, blah. So the friendship fallout still continues, even though Eloise still cares about Penn. Like, basically, she's saying, oh, how's she doing? Even though he caught her at the house, or blah, blah. I mean, she caught her at the house. So the song selection this time is Dynamite by BTS. Drop the second bar, CS. Sorry. And so gossip spreads fast about helping Penelope because Eloise was basically venting to the wrong person, as you shouldn't. And then we go back to the Kent family. They have an imposter syndrome, and imposter syndrome is very easy to get when you never had anything. Like me, I had imposter syndrome for a very long time. I was just like, oh my God, like I don't deserve these nice things. I don't deserve this nice life, but definitely for sure imposter syndrome, like how they're stretching that, because it's like once you're so used to being in the gutter, like it's just like, okay, I deserve these nice things. That means it can be taken away. Okay. So, this is a quote that I like that I listed at the beginning. It said, men can cause much more trouble than they're worth. So that was Lady Featherington's basically her advice to her daughter, saying like, it's not too bad being a spinster, or whatever, blah, blah. But, because basically Penelope just kind of just goes in the corner, and of course she has to write about it under her pseudonym of Lady Whistledown, because of the fact that it's gonna be like, okay, well then, like, you ain't commenting on her, it's gonna like be like the math's not mathing. So basically that's that. And so towards the end, like Colin comes over to come see her. And, she's just like, she's basically on the edge of everything, child. Like, she's just like, everything looks bad. People know about this, blah, blah, blah. Whew. And so it's a lot. And so basically she finally asks him, and she's like, can you just kiss me? I don't want to, live my whole life knowing before I go into basically obscurity. Can you kiss me so I can know? So they kissed one time, and the kiss is pretty high, ain't gonna lie to you. Like, it was really like, it is what we've been waiting for 3 seasons. It's what we've been waiting for. They kiss or whatever, and they kiss again. Because the thing was, like, she just said like one kiss. He went back in for another one, and which, like I said, like it was nicely, like, whoever the physical, like we learned from Jonathan Bailey, I think that's his name. He said they have a physical coach on hand. So basically someone to make like little intricacies for someone who's a body language queen over here. Like, just a little fact that like he was kind of like, dang, are we really crossing this line? Like, I saw the touches of the hand, and I noticed that like the kiss, like he never let her face go. Like, it was really Really, really good. Okay, so episode 3. Basically, Colin had a dream about Penn, which I knew it was a dream because I was like, why is there smog? Like, aren't you guys in London? Like, there's like specific smog. I was like, this is a dream. And it was. So basically, he had a dream about her, loquacious dream, I'm trying to nicely say it, about her. And, just basically, he's starting to see her in a different light, whatever. And so I have on here Lady Danbury and the Queen are friendship goals because they are. Now, after watching Queen Charlotte, I can't look at the Queen the same. Like, I know your whole story now. It's just like, oh my God, so cute. Like, that's friendship goals. Eloise and Penn just need to be friends again. Like, I have this written down again twice because it's just like, there are certain friendships that are worth letting go, but this one was literally like, I don't know. I understand the betrayal of trust, but sometimes, anyway. So, Colin and Penn are awkward post kiss, and then basically, she eats they went for sweets to basically look like they're not together, blah blah. So she went to see. She looked him out, and he looked closely. I was like, Colin thirsty. Basically was just really awkward, and he was just like, oh, I wish for your happiness and blah blah. Child, just a little side note, when a dude says I wish for your happiness, he don't. He talk about with him. Anyways, so Lord Vegan, I told you I watched this all this morning, early in the morning too. Lord Vegan loves animals. He's comfortable, he's tall, and he has money. And I literally said, wrap this series up, wrap it up. Now, mind you, of course, as more unravels, I'm not going to get too far ahead of myself, but just wrap this series up. Like, he's good, he's weird just like her. We love weirdos. I'm a weirdo. One thing I have noticed, if you guys didn't see, that Penn is starting to wear blue more often. And that's basically if you guys know, it's as soon as they become like a Bridgerton girl, basically the man starts fancying them. The costume design actually worked with Sean and also worked with the author to have a signature color. So the blue, if you notice, with Simone Ashley, I'm saying I know these people, with Simone Ashley, they had her in the blue as well from the last season. So I thought that was pretty dope that she started wearing blue all of a sudden. The weather balloon scene was over the top. Shonda, you are so extra, and I'm here for it. Shonda's so extra. And so basic weather balloon scene, basically, they have a weather balloon, blah blah, and so it gets loose, it almost hits her, and then Lord Vegan comes in. I know his name is Lord Debling, but Lord Vegan comes in and protects her, and then Carissa, she's buying for him as well because her parents are gonna cut her off, blah blah, boring, we don't care about her. Anyway, so the song choice this time was Sia by Sia Cheap Thrills. It took me a while. Had no cheap thrill. It took me a while. I was like, I was like, oh, okay, no cheap thrills, got it. There's also an unknown song. Please tell me what it was, because I don't know. I couldn't make it out. But yeah, I wasn't too happy about that, because I was like, what is this song? I couldn't figure it out. Marcus is Lady D's brother, basically Violets in Bloom. She feeling him. Basically, Lady Danbury, her brother, comes through. I'm assuming younger. I don't know. Black don't crack. I don't know how old everybody is. But he comes in and he's just being a brother. She doesn't really say why she don't like him, but whatever. So basically enjoy the silence. So Francesca starts feeling a dude, and his name is John Sterling, but Lord Martin. I don't know. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to yell. I don't know, but some of these names, I was just like, I need for y'all to speak up a little bit. But so they like each other because from what it seems it's quiet. She doesn't like all that talking, which I understand. We also have a side romance is Tully and Benedict. So basically she was back to the air balloon scene. Basically she was in a tent full of men, and she's basically saying, y'all dumb, I'm smarter than y'all. And Benedict likes that, because Benedict looks like Benedict needs somebody who's gonna challenge him, because he played too much. So when he comes to court her again, she's just like, he's like, oh, you should, he was like, I'm not afraid of you. And she's like, you should be afraid. I was like, I bet. But overall, that's pretty much the episode. I mean, I did notice certain things about the blue, shades of blue, Eloise, Hyacinth, and the little dimples. Sorry, the Bridgerton kids are so cute. they're so adorable. I can't. I don't know where the casting director get these beautiful kids from, but they're so adorable. I just want to punch them. Anyways, but yeah, there's some more interactions with them. I noticed that they stopped including the Viscount, Canthony was not in this episode, and they were barely in episode 2, so I did notice that. Okay, so episode 4. Basically, this is the chew toy that we're gonna be chewing on until June. Basically, Violet calling out Colin's friendship. He's stubborn. I was like, but my thing with Violet is Lady Bridgerton. My thing about Mama Bridgerton is that all your kids stubborn, just like you. Okay, I don't know what the surprise was. All your kids are stubborn, just like you. What was the surprise? Anyway, so Francesca and Earl silence Lord Common Malton. He comes to the house and, they try to set her up. I forgot all about that, my bad. So the queen has picked a rich dude to come court Francesca, but he wants 8 kids, which I see why I don't know why she didn't run fast enough. Because where are these 8 kids gonna come from? Okay? I only have 1 uterus. That's a lot. Common Malton silence. So I have on here Lord Kent. I don't know what her name is. The black people need to adjust to being more wealthy because he still wants to own his club. I don't know. I think his name is John. I don't know, baby. I don't know. I'm sorry. He still wants to own his club, but like when you're of a certain level of stature, you just can't be working at a club like a commoner, literally. Practical match would be. So her and Lord Debling are talking, and he was saying how sometimes he'll go on a voyage. It takes like half a year and a half because they didn't have Wi-Fi back in the day, so they didn't have Wi-Fi or GPS. So it's gonna take him a year and a half to get to a place. So it's take him a year and a half to get back, and that's if there's no traffic, right? So by the time he comes back, the baby gonna be 17. So basically he did a soft launch proposal saying, in one of your books, what would someone who really likes you would say to get your hand in marriage, especially when you don't have any male figure in your family to ask for a proposal from. And she was just like, you'd have to read them. Basically, she gave him an elusive answer, which tells me I'm also about to get mad at her. Cause I was like, little mama, stand up. Anyways, I have on here, Cressida's gained sympathy from me because after seeing that her dad cut off her allowance to where she might have to wear the same outfit twice, which is scandalous. And back in the day, Regency era, you can't repeat outfits, and whatever, child. And so Colin's epiphany, there's several scenes that Colin is, with 2 women, and we didn't need all that. Like there's sometimes it's just not helping with the plot. And it's not I didn't want to see it, I didn't want to see it. It's just like certain things I'm just like, okay, you're ruining the plot. Okay, we get it. He's trying to be a playboy. So he comes to epiphany and his homeboys, they're all talking about, what women they want to talk to or bed. And he's just like, isn't it get lonely? Epiphany, blah, blah. Okay. So Penelope's mom is not an idiot. Yeah, because when she was like, he's asked for your hand, what do you think? And she's like, oh no, what do you want? And it's like I said, when you know your kid, you know your kid. And so this is another good quote. So Violet said that more often than not, you put on your armor to, protect yourself from people because you're so sensitive. But what ends up happening is that don't let that armor rust. Don't let that armor rust to where it's hard to take off. I was like, the quotes are giving. Anyways, but basically I've had her mom and son relationship is delicious. Like it's beautiful. Like it's just chef's kiss. Like I just love her relationship with her kids. Like you can tell she really loves her kids, but they just don't listen, child. Like they just don't listen. But I'm putting Violet through it. I'm surprised Violet's skin looks so good. Y'all be stressing this lady out. And so the song, so basically, Colin comes in while she's dancing with Lord Debling, and he kind of figures it out that he puts 2 and 2 together. He's like, wait a minute, if your house is across the street from Bridgerton, what room do you love looking out of? And I didn't do the math because they never said they moved across the street. I don't know why my brain didn't think they're neighbors. I don't know why. Anyway, so comes in, makes a scene, blah, blah. So he's just like, I'm going to be gone for 3 years. I can't have you out here, thoughting around, blah, blah. That's what he nicely said, which I'm just like, so it would only be one person. It'd only be one side piece. Anyway, so basically, he leaves her there and then she goes in the carriage, and then Colin, I guess he runs after the carriage. I was like, why are you breathing hard? Anyway, so he runs up the carriage. And so he comes in the carriage and he's like, I what if I wanted more, blah, blah. I've only thought of you all as another. And then, you can't marry him and blah, blah, this and other. And then they basically, this is where the fan is needed. This is where you need the fan at. If any of my nieces is watching this, turn the TV off. So basically, basically they start making out and start doing things. And I can tell you, like, the physical coach was on point, because certain parts of the scene I was just like, oh my God, he is not woo. So anyways, it ends with him saying, oh, are you gonna marry me? Okay, so the overall review, we've missed you, Bridgerton. We've missed you. Promenade with me while I give over my points. We missed you, but I do have some complaints. Number one, stand up, Penelope. Stand up. Like, I'm not trying to yell or anything, but Penelope, stand up, girl. Girl. Let me tell you a little story about myself. I've met a Colin or two before. Colin is someone who I like to say needs to be put on probation. Okay? Colin needs to be put on probation. He is not a person that I would say you need to take seriously. Okay? Colin is one of those guys where it's just like, he'll stay for now. Okay? And I feel like he sees Penelope. Penelope is home to him, you know, and that's very easy to misconstrue for romance. It's okay to have somebody feel home to you. You do not have to marry this person, because to me, maybe I have too much pride, too much Haitian pride. If you don't pick me first, I'm last. That's how I see stuff, okay? Diabolical carriage scene. I'm still coming down. Anyways, but I was like, if you don't pick me first, I'm last. That's how I see things. But that's just my ego, child. I don't know. Songs, we needed more songs. I have a good cliffhanger, good music. I mean, there's good music, but they needed more songs that were identifiable, just so people can have like something to go with the show. And then I also have on here, Colin's proposal. You trying to tell me I waited 3 seasons for this? Are you gonna marry me or not? I get where he's coming from. I get it. I understand, but sir, I was expecting, you attacked me in the carriage. It was greeted nicely, but you attacked me in the carriage and you're like, did you want to marry? I was like, no, I want a formal proposal. Okay. So I have these questions that need to be answered before the next season. Number one, will they reveal Lady Whistledown? Because, yeah, that's going to be kind of hard to explain. Hi, we're getting married. Also, I've been the one who's been talking trash this whole time. Number two, Eloise's reaction, ex-friend now turned sister-in-law. Is it worth risking the relationship? And as someone who has 4 siblings and all my siblings are attractive and garner a lot of attention, I've had plenty of times where people have befriended me to either date my sister, to either date my brothers. So I can see where the betrayal would come from, because it's like, who can you really trust? Francesca and Lord Quiet. I play so much. I want their relationship to continue, but I also want it to be where Francesca doesn't go anywhere. I have on here, I did not know I was Eloise. Because Eloise, I was like, when I thought about Eloise, I was like, Eloise is me. They're like, what's your talent? I was like, my talent is keeping you entertained. Like, I knew it naturally. I don't even be trying to be funny. Like, I don't even write down jokes. I just have like 4 or 5 points. But I feel her though. Like, Eloise's talent. I was like, I did not know I was more Eloise than I thought. Anyways, where's Daphne? Yeah, where's Daphne? Where's Daphne? I really want to know where she is, because I know the Duke's not signed on to the next season, but I was wondering where Daphne was. I know this is not their story, but it'd be nice for her to say hello. We would love to see our nephew. Where is he? Where is he? Okay. That was kind of confusing. Other than that, well-balanced story. I feel like we didn't get too bored of a couple. Like, I feel like they were good about showing different aspects of the Bridgerton life. It was nice to come back into the Bridgerton world. I feel like Queen Charlotte was just like another chew toy for us to chew on. But them splitting it in 2 parts, I'm glad they did that, because I would have watched them all. I would have watched them all today. But I like that they split it into 2 parts. The chemistry between Colin and Penelope. Where's my fan? I wasn't ready, because I was like, is there gonna really be chemistry? I was like, the chemistry is crazy. Like, Colin is thirsty. Like, she can't even eat a cupcake in peace. Scandalous. Julie Andrews, great, amazing voice actor. Like, as long as we get to experience her, like, I want her to just keep doing her position. Like, she is just, that's amazing acting by everybody. I am just a little concerned about the second part. Like, I don't want him to try to rush, okay? Because like I said, the pacing is good. You know, like I felt the tension from that first kiss. They kissed in the second episode. I was like, oh my God, we're getting right into it. Okay. Like I said, if you either if you either disagree or agree with me, definitely get it popping in the comments. I would love to like chat it and chop it up with y'all some more. But don't forget to subscribe, share. It's Claire here.